Hello, I'm Peter. I've been asked by the NHS to make a video diary. Apparently, I'm about to be invited to take part in the NHS Bowel Cancer Screening Programme. And they want a film to show what it's like to be invited and to take the test and to get the results. Not at all certain that I know what I've let myself in for. But anyway, excuse me, I'm meant to tell you something about myself. Well, I'm Peter Richards. I've just turned 60. I'm a self-employed electrician. I'm married to Val. I've got 2 daughters, Sarah and Elizabeth. Oh, and the 3 grandkids, Josh, Sam and Ellie. I think I'm fairly healthy. Oh, Val and I go out walking quite a lot, and I will play golf as often as I'm allowed. Allowed by Val, that is. Speaking of which, hello, yeah, look, I'm just about to leave. I'll be there in about 10 minutes, yeah? Okay. Sorry about that. A friend of mine, Jim, and I'm late for golf, so I better go. Jim beat me last week, so I've got to go and get my own back on him. So, I got my invitation to bowel cancer screening today. It says I've been invited because I'm within the target age range. I'm glad it's not because they think I've got something wrong with me. I will automatically be sent a test kit apparently in about a week's time, and the kit is simple to use in the privacy of your own home. Apparently. Well, they also sent me this leaflet, which tells me about bowel cancer, about the screening, and about the sort of results I might get. My other half says she thinks it's rather a good idea.
Well, I do. Surely it's best to find out early on if there's a problem. I'd do it. Except, of course, I'm not as old as you, so they won't be inviting me for a little while.
Thanks a lot. I think that's enough for today. More filming when I actually get the kit, yeah?
Bowel cancer screening is currently offered to all men and women aged 60 to 69 who are registered with a GP. They are automatically invited every 2 years. People aged over the invitation age range can request screening every 2 years. From 2010, the age range for invitations will gradually be extended up to the age of 75. The screening test is called a fecal occult blood test, or FOB for short. It's sent out in the post and you use it in the privacy of your own home. People need to collect tiny samples from 3 different bowel motions and put them onto a special card. Once the card is completed, it's sealed into a special envelope and posted to a laboratory for analysis. The laboratory looks for tiny traces of blood in the samples, which could indicate a problem in the bowel.
It says that bowel cancer is the 3rd most common cancer in the UK, and a lot of people don't get any symptoms until it's quite developed. It makes sense to take a test that can find a problem before there are any symptoms. It says that finding bowel cancer early on means treatment is more likely to be effective.
It also says here about polyps. Now, polyps aren't cancer, but they can turn into cancer over time.
So are you going to do it?
It's not a very nice prospect, is it? I mean, messing around with your own, you know.
Bowel motions, I think, is a term you're looking for. Anyway, you've dealt with much worse things in your time, I'm sure. You've changed nappies for starters. Can't possibly be any worse than that.
Fair point. And at least I can do it all here in the privacy of my home. I haven't got to take a sample down to a nurse or anything.
Taking part in screening reduces your risk of dying from bowel cancer, because bowel problems are more likely to be found early on. The earlier they are found, the better the chances that they can be successfully treated. As well as cancer, screening can also detect polyps, which are growths of cells on the bowel lining. These can turn cancerous over time if they are left. The FOB kit doesn't detect cancer, but it does indicate whether further investigations might be needed. If someone gets an abnormal result from their FOB kit, they are invited to a local screening centre to discuss having a colonoscopy. This is an investigation to look at the inside of the bowel.
Right, I got my kit through the post today. It says here I've got to provide 2 samples from each of 3 bowel movements. Now, the movements don't have to be in sequence, just 3 separate ones. And I have to complete the kit and send it back within 14 days of the first sample. Right, so first I collect my, then I take one of these sticks and I'll take a tiny bit of it and I put it on the first window on the kit. Then I get another stick, take another tiny bit of it and put it in the second window of the kit. Yeah, that's right. Well, if you think I'm going to film myself doing that, you've got another thing coming. I'm going to leave that to the experts to demonstrate, right? But in the meantime, I'm going to go to the privacy of my own bathroom.